Hi everybody, Rifle here again, and thanks a lot for tons of love that I've been getting on the Discord and also on my YouTube channel. So, as I continue to do this in real life with a virtual reality simulator we're trying to bring to market, I want to keep fresh on some of these skills. And as we did the 9-line or the CAS brief in the last video, want to be able to populate the 9-line, which I've got here on the side, with a ground-based laze. And so the laser being on the ground, it's not someone buddy lasing for you up in the sky or self laze, depending on the aircraft. So let's just get really fast to it. What I've got out here today is I've got our target, and 1500 meters to the south is a friendly location, and we're going to be using a laser to designate the target. And the weapon in this case is going to be a GBU-12. That's a 500-pound laser guided weapon, and it's going to go to that laser energy. But in order for that to happen, there's a cone that we have to respect and some geometry there, which will go into our remarks for the final attack heading, and I'll get to the reason why. So from our friendly position, really simple, okay, our laser to target line is going to be 360. And so we'll also put that down here. Laser to target line 360. So now the pilot knows that you're going from 180 south all the way north, 360. Okay, and he should be able to fact check that later on when the CAS brief down here is complete. A couple of things you don't want to do from there, this is crucial, is 10 degrees either side. That's a no-go. Under no circumstances will you have a final attack heading that will go inside of 10 degrees either side. So from 350 and 010, that's 20 degrees out like this. Okay, no weapon will come in here. Inside of that, and please note this is not to scale, 45 degrees, you can do that, and then all the way out to 60. This is the safest out there. Your weapon must come in side of this cone. So if we were going to use this as a final attack heading, right, we said that 350 over here, that's the closest that we can use to our line. And then from out there, again, it's not to scale, we can go all the way to, what would it be, like a 290. So then in the remarks, my final attack heading, or FAH, is going to be 290 and 350. You can make it smaller, but the bigger you go for the pilot, the easier it'll be for him to come in and drop that weapon for you. A couple things before we carry on as to the why. If I can use this pen or marker, if you will, as to why we have to respect this cone, is because at the tip of the weapon is the laser seeker head. And just kind of like, the schnib on the end of this pen here, or the marker, is it's got a degree of maneuverability to it. So it's designed to look for that laser energy. And we'll talk about that in a moment when it starts looking for it. And so with that flexibility, if we were over the target, or ourselves, sorry, or outside, it would potentially have the play to find what it's looking for, and that is the strongest laser energy. And that comes from your battery pack, where you are. That gizmo that you're firing, that's the strongest point. So by respecting the cone here, the weapon as it comes in, the strongest energy it should see is your laser reflecting off a nice flat surface of the tank hull that you're trying to paint at that time. The next part from this that we want to be able to say is line 7, which is your type of mark. You're going to say that it's a laser, and you're going to tell them that the code is 1688. Just please note that some weapons are not able to be cockpit selectable when it comes to their laser settings or fuses as well. And so just note that. That should happen in the talk on, or sorry, the situation update. Nope, my mistake. In the fighter to fact check in. There you go. And so from there, the way that this weapon is going to be dropped now is you clear the aircraft to come on in. So as he flies in this case Charlie 5, and he's respecting everything else in the 9 line, he's coming in, and then he's going to say, I am in 330. So Hog 1-1, cleared hot, the weapon is away, And then 10 seconds before the calculated impact, right, the pilot is going to give you a 10 seconds laser on call. And then the JTAC on the ground will say lasing 1688, and you are lasing that bomb in. I want to be able to get rid of this really quickly as to why we do that, and so this 100-inch whiteboard doesn't fall all over the place. And so there we go. As the weapon is released, it's calculated ballistically to land in the vicinity of the 6-figure grid that we gave it. So from there, the reason we do that, the 10 seconds laser on call, is if we start lasing right away for the weapon to come in, it's always going to be making maneuvers called the bang bang. You can actually hear it in the sky as it makes massive corrections. It's just crack, crack into the sky. And then it'll deplete its energy. It'll go short of the weapon, I'm going to argue, every single time. Whereas with 10 seconds remaining, it's falling ballistically, 10 seconds laser on, make some corrections, land on your target. That's the theory behind that. If there's any questions on that, just hit up my Discord. Let me know what else you guys want to see. The next one we'll just do a really quick, what would we do? Like a bomb on coordinate. So again, this one would have been say a type 1 or type 2 control. This is a bomb on target, because you still have to do a talk on of some kind or correlation after the 9 line. And then we would have requested a GBU-12, GBU-54, something that has a laser seeker head on it. Guys, thanks so much for the support. And again, I really enjoy supporting all this stuff. Until then, in DCS world, kill everything with everything simultaneously. Cheers.